Welcome, and thank you for participating in the Texas State University Women Entrepreneurship Founder Series. Let's rejoin our conversation with Darsha Ham, the COO and co-founder of Melanoid Exchange. I appreciate the encouragement for our students to be able to find and use their own voices and know that somebody is listening and know that that has unique value. And it can be what truly does change the world. And that giving back.
And I wanted to say
Go ahead.
one thing. I wanted to say this one thing. I remember there was a pitch competition that I went into. It was the semifinals, and in that pitch competition, I believe that I was not being myself. I had all these thoughts, and I went into the competition really feeling unsure, and I let the fear of that really cloud my judgment, and we lost. That was one of the first ones that we really lost. And I truly know that it's because we weren't being our authentic selves. I was not being my authentic self. I was not letting who I know I am come to the forefront. And of course, just not being prepared for some of the questions, yes, but a good part of it was that we were being someone other than our authentic, real, and true selves, and so that is a testament to me that, if we be our authentic selves and we really just, someone really wants to hear that really real and genuine person that you are. When you try to be something other than you're not, and you allow fear, what I did, to intercede and get in the way, what happens is that you don't really get what you were actually trying to go out for, which is we didn't win that pitch competition, but we went on. Then I won Afrotech because why? I was my true authentic self, which was a huge win for us, and still is. And so that was literally a week later, I won that pitch competition because I changed the whole pitch around. I just said, hey, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to tell a story that's relatable to me. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to let my story show. And we won. And so it's a testament that when you really be your true authentic self, people really want to hear your story. So I just wanted to add that in there too.
I think that that's great advice. I know we often talk about challenges associated with success, but I kind of flip that around and want to know what has been some of the most rewarding things for you along the way, as well as kind of your moments. Share one or two of your greatest moments of success, in addition to many of your pitch competitions.
So I'd have to say for a good portion of this, which I feel like all entrepreneurs will say, is that the real reward is in the journey. So, completing that first milestone, right? When you raise so much money is great. But it's really the small wins that really are the most rewarding. So it's always, I think my most rewarding moment through this whole entire process is and it continues, it's a repetitive rewarding moment, but it's the one that I'm just like, oh, I love this moment when we finally get it. When the thought matches the actual, okay, this can be done, and it clicks and we're all on the same agreement. It's just, it's the best feeling because we finally get it. Or when I can, in all of that, you're able to explain what you're doing to others and then they get it. That is the most rewarding thing for me as a new tech startup and as a new entrepreneur, that when I just finally get it. And that is something that you experience through the journey, right? I can list the great big accomplishments, right? But I think I find the most rewarding moments in the journey, like when it all clicks together, when we just get it and we're able, and other people get it and they see the passion that we have. And then, the other rewarding moment I'd have to say is when we get feedback from our users or the people that we serve, and they're so grateful and thankful for the information, the education that we provided. They're grateful for the platform, and they're grateful that we exist. And I think it gives me joy. It gives me really like all of this joy in knowing like, hey, like we're doing something that matters, and we're doing something that's creating change. And although we may be small to us, probably not to others, but we're small now, we'll be bigger later, but the impact will stay the same. So and then, you know, I think the other, like a big reward that we've had, because like I said, I can list, you know, we've been able to raise almost like, I think we raised about 200,000 last year. Oh, I'll say this one thing. um it was a grant last year. This is like one of those accolade kind of things. It was a grant last year that Hello Alice, which maybe you guys have heard of, it's very prominent. Well, it's a very prominent platform that offers grants and different things in community for business owners. They offer a lot of education as well, for if you have an entrepreneur type business or whatever it is, like, or a tech startup or whatever it may be. It doesn't always have to be tech related, but yeah, check them out. They're really awesome. So they gave away a lot of grants. And around the time that George Floyd was tragically killed, they sent out this email, which thousands of companies, big and small, did in response to this call to support Black founders and all of these things, and how they wanted to pour back into the community. And at that time, we had been servicing about, I'd say, 500 businesses at that time. And we were really putting out heavy content. We were really doing all that we could to serve the community. And like, I think I was frustrated at that time because I kept seeing a lot of people post or send, all these companies send out, you know, this support. But I'm like, okay, well, let's put the money where the mouth is, you know, like, let's really, if you guys want to be change agents, like, let's be real change agents. Let's not just talk about it. Let's actually be about it. And so they were actually giving out grants, $10,000 grants at that time. And so in my kind of like professional frustration, I typed out this long email of just voicing my concerns and voicing how I felt, and like really sharing my voice, and telling them, you know, how much we've done for our community, and how, you know, we applied for their grant. We were not selected multiple rounds for their grant, and not that we're entitled, but that, you know, we're serving the community. We're doing the real work, right? We're on the ground. We're really helping people who, you know, are trying to build their business. And so literally they responded back to me and they were like, hi, we're going to take a review, a look at your application and everything like that. Your email has moved us and all this type of stuff. So I said, okay. Literally a couple of days later, they awarded us with that grant. And although the money was so necessary at that time, because it was like mid-pandemic, we were doing so much for our community and all this, we had actually given away $400 grants to businesses in our community. We were like really trying to be, you know, people who were helping in our community. And so the money came like at the perfect time. But what was even more rewarding for me has been since forever. My husband always brings that up. We always bring, but it's just that if you speak up for yourself, if you fight for yourself, if you fight for where you feel like you belong, you'll be surprised again who will listen. Like, people will listen, but you have to have the courage to speak up and speak out when you know. And I think every entrepreneur needs that. I know sometimes we can be introverts and sometimes we can be timid, we can be shy, but when you're really passionate about something, you're going to have to find a voice. You're going to have to find some way. And even if it's in an email, or if it's writing, or if it's in your post, or if it's in your content, whatever it may be, it may not be you, right, who's the speaker, but you can find an outlet. If it's blogs, whatever it is, let your passion show, because that passion is ultimately what wins pitch competitions. It's ultimately what drives customers. It's ultimately what keeps a organization. So when you start having employees and when you start bringing in a team, that passion is what keeps people together. That passion is really what's going to be the driving force for people to stay, with you on that journey. Like, if you don't have passion, people aren't going to have anything to partner with you on. Passion allows people to unify. Passion, or this, I just really care so much, this, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure, like you guys, the Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Texas State, you guys have that one thing in the middle that brings everybody together, which is the desire to do whatever it may be, right? And so that keeps everybody passionate about the work that they do. And so, but it starts really with the founder or the CEO or the top leadership, and then it trickles down. So if you are sitting in that seat and that's you're the CEO, you're the co-founder, you're the COO, you're in leadership of that business, the passion starts with you. So, from my story, I realized that passion is going to carry on. That passion is going to be the reason why people come and join MELX. That's going to be the reason why we have a great team. That's going to be the reason, why people know us, right? Because we're passionate. So
I love that. I couldn't, I mean, that's a fantastic statement. And I love that you let your passion drive your success. That truly is a fantastic way to live your life as well as run your business. And it really is clear that that is what drives you. And so thank you so much for sharing all of this today. I really do appreciate it. We love hearing from fantastic women entrepreneurs who have a passion and know what they want to do, and are willing to share their ideas, their journey, and their successes. And so we wish you all the success for Melanoid Exchange. You mentioned a new product, so much success in that, and
so
best
much.
of wishes for that.
Thank you so much. I will be sure to add you guys onto our email list so you guys will get updates on when the product is ready and out, and maybe your students could possibly use it as well. So maybe it may be a good fit for you guys as well. So I'm appreciative of the time that you guys have taken out to hear little old me speak. I appreciate and I just want to keep encouraging you guys to do it. Jump, take the leap of faith. Everything like you guys have been talking about, it's either you're gonna fail, but you're gonna fail forward and you're gonna learn, or you're gonna be successful, wildly successful. So you just never know, but you always learn lessons. You never take L's. So yeah, I just appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.